The sun is so hot, the drinks are so cold, your clothes just fall off as the day goes. We're gonna stay up, ain't gonna...
Hi everyone, today for this video of Real Talk, I decided to do a list of pros and cons of living alone. So I have 5 pros and 5 cons. We'll see like which side wins, so let's start right now. The first positive thing about living alone, I think, is you can make noise all day and all night if you want, as long as it's reasonable. You don't want to wake up the neighbors in the middle of the night. Like you shouldn't have like parties and everything every night because you still have neighbors. But you can make, like, even when I was living with someone, I was scared to just wash the dishes when she was sleeping because I didn't want to wake her up. So now I can wash the dishes at 5 in the morning if I want, and I can get up at noon, 1 or whatever, even if it never happens. But I can do it if I want because no one's there to wake me up, and I'm not afraid of waking anyone up anytime, so that's what I love. The first negative thing is a pretty big thing, but it's that it's pretty expensive to live alone because all the bills, you don't split them in half. You have to pay all the bills by yourself, which sometimes make you like be more careful with the heat you use during the winter. I'm that cold, I'm that cold. Who needs heating in December? I can definitely last till January. Yes. And you also might want to save on hot water and use a little bit like colder water to save money. Oh my god, it's so cold. Oh, it doesn't matter. Think of all the dresses you can buy to save on electricity. My second positive point is that you never have to wear pants. As soon as I get home, I take my pants off and I don't need to worry because there's no one to see me. So I love that about living alone. Since it's a little bit more expensive, you might have to cut on cable and get just the basic cable, which is what I did. But you might surprise yourself at liking stuff that you didn't think you would like before. Oh my god! Boys! Come check it out, they changed the weather forecast! One thing that's definitely positive is you can invite anyone at any time, any like day. You don't have to ask for permission, and that's one thing that is priceless. I love that. Another thing that's not so fun about living alone, which it happened to me on the first week I started living alone, and is if you lose your key, you're pretty much like, you're in trouble because unless you leave a key somewhere close, but otherwise if you lose your key, you're in big trouble. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot. Oh, I think I lost my keys. No? Liam? Another positive point is that there's no one to steal your food. And me, I'm pretty protective with my food. I'm like, if I know I'm gonna share it, I'm gonna buy like lots more so I know I can share, but I'm pretty selfish. If I only have food for me, I don't want to share that, so there's no one to eat your food in your fridge. One thing that's really fun about living with people, I think, is to have like improvised nights. To have nights that weren't planned and are just like, those always turn out to be the best nights, because let's just say it's really rainy outside or during the day as well, and you decide to have like a marathon of like a TV show marathon, order pizza and stuff like that, and you can't do that if you live alone. You're just gonna spend your entire rainy day alone inside if you didn't plan something. What should I wear today? This dress or this tank top and those pants? This tank top, because there's Garfield on it, right? Awesome, thank you! Okay boys, I'm ready. What do you guys want to do today? Maybe we could do a Gossip Girl marathon?
Oh no, what are we gonna do? Come on Liam, run!
Okay, fine. I'll do it alone. One thing that is a major plus is you never have to argue with anyone. There's no one to argue about leaving their dishes in the sink or leaving like stuff laying around, and if you want to leave stuff laying around, there's no one to complain about it, so that's really fun. The number one negative thing I think about living alone is that it's really easy to get lonely unless you're someone who's really like outgoing, and I love doing stuff and planning stuff. For me, I'm not very good with planning stuff and I'm really not outgoing, so it can get really lonely because basically if you don't plan something, you're just gonna end up being here and not doing anything, so that's never good. It's fun to be alone. I'm someone who really loves being alone, but sometimes too much is just too much, so it can get like pretty lonely, even when you have cats, because cats, they don't talk, even if a lot of the time you end up having real conversations with them. Boys, you never believe what happened in the last episode of Catfish. There was a guy who pretended to be a girl online to get revenge on his best friend who stole his girlfriend. It was crazy. You need to watch it with me. Liam, are you bored? So I hope you liked this video. Don't hesitate to leave me comments and tell me about your experience if you live alone or if you want to live alone, or tell me if you think that some of the points are the same as some of your points are the same as me. So I hope you liked it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.